Good day, guys. This is Abdullah Oikali Abu Hanifa, the CEO of the Criterion Medical of our home. I welcome you guys to our channel once again, where we share health tips and relationship tips, where we share tips that can help you, assist you on your health and relationship life, and spice it to the next level. And now, without much further delay, I'll be sharing with you guys some amazing, simple tips which you can inculcate in your marital life and though we've done a video previously, 10 tips with which you as a man can win the heart of your wife, and this video is dedicated mainly to the women and majorly to all married couples. So I want to discuss on 7 simple keys that you can use to unlock the heart of your man. I get in it. Sometimes you feel like the heart of a man is quite very hard, and is as a man we are always quite hard, and challenges of life itself is pushing us, and we just tend to do things as they come. So some women find it difficult to find way to their husband's heart. They just find themselves in a relationship and they're just managing. Whereby they wish some things are put in place and they're able to be in the relationship and be showered with a lot of love from their husband. So I want to share with you 7 keys, 7 tips, seven ideas with which if you can inculcate in the way you relate with your man, I can promise you, I assure you, 99% assurance that if you can stick to these keys, the man will surely open his heart to you. And love is reciprocal. You can't expect to be pushing love to someone in manifolds, and the person should be pushing hatred towards you. So love is reciprocal, just as respect is also reciprocal. So these 7 tips, as I said earlier, they are very simple and they are easy to inculcate by anybody, anywhere, in any kind of relationship. No matter how hard, no matter how strict, no matter how rigid the man can be, you can inculcate these tips into your marital life. So follow. So tip number 1 on the list is that you as a woman, we all have what we expect in a relationship. You as a woman, you have what you crave and expect in a relationship, and as a man, we also have what we expect and desire and crave for in a relationship. So the number one thing that a man expects from you as a woman is to show him utmost respect. Respect is, they said to get to a man's heart, you get to a man's heart through his stomach. That's true to some extent, but that's not the basic things to get into a man's heart. If it's just through the stomach, he eats in the buka, he eats in the canteen, and the woman selling, I've never been privileged to get to his heart. So to get to his heart, you need to show him utmost respect. Respect to men is just like food, it's just like water, like oxygen. Men, even if he wants nothing, even if it's not wealthy, he doesn't have much, but that respect, he values it a lot. So as a woman, try to show your man respect. Whatever decision, whatever condition it might be, whatever the circumstances might be, just try to show him respect by honoring him in all ramification. When he speaks to you, try to listen to him attentively and respect him, answer him, do all what you need to do to show that yes, I respect this person, I honor this person, I value this person. So men love women and appreciate women that values them and show them utmost respect. So respect your man and put him in the position of a man. A man feels, yes, I'm the one paying the fees, I'm the one paying the bills, I'm the one buying the food, I'm the one doing the house rent, I'm the one doing the necessary things, going outside in the sun, coming in, going helter skelter so as to bring something tangible home to feed my wife, to feed my kids, to pay the bills, and still she's not respecting me, she's not showing me adequate love and care. So this tends to make them go very angry, and even just light mistake from you can turn thing off. So just but by you showing him respect, you showing him that yes, you value all what he's been doing to you, you appreciate his kind gesture toward you, you appreciate his stress, because to be a man is not easy. To be candid, some men go out as early as 6 and come back home as late as 10, 11. Not that they go out to play, to have fun. No, they went out to work, to search for greener pastures, just to be able to satisfy you women. So there is nothing you can use to pay them than to show them respect. So respect your guys, respect your husband. This is the first tip. So the second tip I'll be having, which is just as the first tip, is that try to appreciate him. You respect him and you appreciate him. You appreciate him irrespective of how small, how little, how intangible, whatever he gives you might be. Don't nag at him, don't shout at him, don't be like your mates are building houses for their wives, your mates are getting their wives iPhone 12, your mates are doing this, your mates are doing that, your mates are buying Benzas to their wives, and you are here bragging at just no. This kind of words can, it's very devastating, and it can just make him go gaga. So try to appreciate him irrespective of how little it might be. Teamwork makes things happen very easily and very fast. So if you are discouraging him, you are always nagging at him, so you are bringing down his morale, you are spoiling his mood, and even if he's out to work, he's actually not going to perform very well because he's not working on high spirits. But if you are encouraging him, you are saying words that makes him happy, words that make him feel, yes, I have, though I'm not rich, though I'm not wealthy, I don't have much, but my wife is making me feel like a king. So this kind of attitude will make him high spirits. His hormones, his happy hormones will be high, and whatever he's doing, he'll be able to concentrate. And when he's concentrating on his field, on his work, then things happens to his side because he'll be able to work very well, you'll be able to work diligently. But when you're always nagging him, you're always on his neck, on his shoulder, shouting at him. When he gets to work, he fumbles, he fucks up, and he can even be sacked. I guess he can be sacked because he might be working without thinking. His mind might be unrest. He might be thinking of, if I get home again, this woman is still going to shout at me. She's still going to nag at me. She's still going to... So please, as a woman trying to walk to the heart of your husband, you are looking for happiness in your relationship. One of the key factors to get to your husband's heart is to appreciate him. Even if he buys you just a stick of ewedu as a surprise, don't like, what's this? Don't just appreciate it. Even if it's something of 20 naira, 15 naira, 100 naira, he's buying something intangible, something quite small, because that's what he has, and this should give you the peace of mind that if he has more, he will spend it on you. So please try to appreciate your men. It's not easy to work and still take that money and drop it on the table for a woman. It takes, some men are very stingy and they won't spend it. But you having a man, at least is maybe making $5 per day, that's around 2,000 naira, or 2,500 or 1,500 per day, and he's still dropping 1,000 out of 1,500, then he's a man. He's trying his best. You just have to encourage him and try to support him. You don't need to nag at him. Try to appreciate him for what he's doing, and with this, he's gonna love you and shower you with utmost form of love and affection. So the point number 3 we're having is for you to honor his family. So his family members, his mother, his father, his siblings. So try to respect them, try to honor them. Don't say anything negative about them, like, your mom, I don't even like the way she does. She, all these old women, they just like to be bragging. No. You don't need to say those stuffs. Even if you have any issue with his mom, keep it within yourself. And if you will tell him, try to make it in a much more presentable and respectable manner. You don't need to nag at him because of what his mother is doing to you. You don't need to, try to turn their backs together, as in like make your husband and his mother to become enemy. No, try to, even if you are not satisfied with the way his mother is doing to you, just try to settle things in amicable manners. And if you feel there's no way you can do it, just try to keep quiet and you manage it. You manage it, because marriage is managed. So that's the point number 3. You try to honor and respect his family members, and that's point number 3. Number 4, you make room for his friends. Guys have friends. At least he has some friends he's been working and moving with before he knows you, right? So you can't just expect, because you've gotten married, and he should abandon all his friends. Like, I don't want you to work with Mr. A. I don't want you to have issue. I don't want you to have a good rapport with Abu Ladaja. It's no. You make room for his friends. Yes, some men, they can leave home and just go and sit down in their friend's house and keep on watching movies, watching football, watching Euro 2021, watching Olympics. So they tend to waste time on some issues, but how you blend that kind of area. Like, you won't separate him from going. You won't prohibit him from going to his friend? Because some women just keep on nagging, don't go there, don't go there. Don't, no, why wouldn't he go to visit his friend? Why? Why will you prevent him from going to visit his friends? These are the people that have been working with him before he comes to know you. And if there is issues, because issues are part of life, so these are the people that will assist you along to settle whatever issues he is in. So you don't need to create a kind of rancor between him and his friend. Just try to speak to him in a loving manner to regulate it, so he won't be spending all day with his friend. Because some men don't mind spending morning to night with their friend and coming home late at night when the wife is already sleeping. So what's the usefulness of such man? So that's point number 4. Don't create room for his friends, and don't create rapport between them both. So point number 5 is the old adage that says the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Yes, now it's true, just as the adage says, because even not just man, even you as a woman too. Can you tell me that the white man says an hungry man is an angry man? So you can't be hungry and be even at that time if someone is telling you about love, telling you about, like, just get me something to eat first, I'm dying of hunger, so I need food to satisfy my so food is one of the ways to, as in, get hold of a man. If you know how to cook food, I mean good delicacies that can get him, wow, this woman is. So you want to come home, and even some men, they don't eat outside at all, because they know that what their wife cook at home is far much more better than whatever they want to get at whatever canteen, whatever food restaurants out may be. So try to know how to cook amazing delicacies that can get him wanting to come home every time, wanting to eat your food and the likes. So this also increases the love that the man has for a woman. So do you know the simple reason? The reason is simply because the food helps to, it's one of the basic necessities of life, food. So you cooking food for him, and to be candid, it's not easy for a woman every day. What will he eat in the morning, afternoon, night? As in, thinking of the food to cook every day is one of the most tedious work for women. Not that there's no food at home, but yesterday we ate rice, in the evening we ate yam, in the afternoon he ate this at work, day before yesterday he ate this, today I don't want to cook the same thing yesterday, tomorrow what will he eat? This kind of thinking, like, what exactly will my husband eat? Okay, should I cook yam porridge? He ate yam yesterday. Okay, let me make it porridge today. Okay, he ate rice in the night. Let me cook rice and beans. Okay, he ate semo day before yesterday. Okay, let me make porridge. Let me make pounded yam. So these settings, it shows that you really care about him. It shows that you really care about one of the basic necessities of his life. One of the things that make him, that makes him a man, is because he's able to eat. If he's able to eat within 3-4 weeks, then he's gonna die. So you care about him living, and that's why you're cooking for him. It shows you love him. So this increases the love the man shows to you, if you are able to cook amazing sweet delicacies. So if you don't know how to cook, so there are books out there that can teach you how to cook. And let me throw this little advert to you guys. If you really love your man, and you want the best from your man, and you want the best for him sexually, you want the best for him ethically, you want the best for him elsewise, then you need to be watchful of what you cook for him, because what you eat is the basic elements that has to do with your entire living. You are as healthy as what you put in your mouth. So if what you put in your mouth is healthy, then automatically your body will be in healthy shape. And if what you put in your mouth is unhealthy, you eat junks, you eat foods that are filled with saturated fats, trans fat, and the likes, then you are automatically sending yourself to the grave as early as possible. So you, as the woman that is making these delicacies, and women, they want to make things very, like cook and very sweet, so they tend to put anything that can make the food very delicious and bring good aroma. So they tend to just put everything, a lot of Maggies, a lot of all these sweeteners and the likes. So you are impressing him because you are cooking something great, but automatically you are sending him to the grave as early as possible. So try to watch what you are cooking for him. Try to use healthy sauce, healthy spices, healthy sweeteners, whatever you want to use. Make sure you are using something natural. Have a timetable that you'll be using to eat in your house. Make sure that fruits are much more on the timetable. Let him take a lot of fruits. You yourself, let the family take a lot of fruits. So this will assist in having a healthy lifestyle, the sex life and everything just healthy. So we have a spicy which we are making under the umbrella of the Criterion Traditional Our Home. So this is the spicy on the screen. So we designed this natural food flavor to replace the common food seasoners out there. So all these Maggies and the likes, so they have a lot of negative effect on the health, and a lot of research have been done on them because they contain a lot of chemicals that have adverse effects on the health. So because you want to satisfy your husband's taste, you want to make him happy, then you don't need to cook with things that will send him to the grave early, because I believe you don't want him to die as early as possible also. So you can get any of these products directly by clicking on the link below. I'll be dropping the link below, which we can use to make order for any of these spices, which it's even almost much more sweeter, much more better, much more healthier than Maggie's. I get it, than seasoners. So just try to get it. It's very healthy and it's very cheap. So click on the link below to chat me up to make your request. So that's about the number 5. And the number 6 is that don't be a nagging and boring wife. Men don't love women that nags. Women like no, as in women that just shout at them, women that rubbish them, women that just as if they are not even existing, as if they don't. No. Men don't appreciate women like that. A man always wants a woman that is always submissive, a woman that's always, yes sir. Even if you feel what he's saying is wrong, there are ways you can correct him. There are ways you can communicate with him that even if he's the strictest man on earth, he will be ready to listen to you if you are able to correct him with love. But most women, they just nag and they just shout, they just ease, they just, and this makes me feel like, am I this am I this irrelevant? Am I this useless for this woman to be telling me, communicating with me in this kind of manner? So it tends to get man go crazy. So you as a woman trying to get the heart of your husband, don't be a nagging wife. Be a loving wife. Be a woman that is always submissive to husband, and this will make the man always also submissive to you. I get it. If you are submissive to a man, the man will also be submissive to you. If you are the kind of woman that you value your husband's love, you respect your husband, you are submissive to him, you don't nag at him, you are not boring. Men also don't like boring women. There are some women that are boring, as in they don't even, as in they're not fun. When you try to discuss some fun issues with them, they just like, oh please, I don't have time, I'm tired. Yes, most of the time women are tired because a lot of house chores, but try to create time, as in to at least communicate with each other and stop being a kind of boring woman. So the number 7 point, which is the last point, is give him sex. Give him sex. So men love sex. Men love sex so much. Men love sex just as they love food. They love sex so much, to the extent that they don't mind, going out and paying lots of money to have it. So you as a woman, as a wife, trying to get to the heart of your husband. So you've known what he loved most. All what I mentioned are things that make the men, they love it and they appreciate women that are able to give them. Then you now see sex. Wow, it's one of the best way to get a man. One of the best way to get a man is to give him adequate, interesting, sweet sex. I get it. So give him sex. Don't always be the kind of rejecting whatever. I'm not doing. I'm tired. I'm this. I'm that. Yes, if you are tired, just try to know how to schedule yourself that you'll be able to rest before you get back from work. And if you request, even if you are tired, it shouldn't be every time. I'm tired today, tired tomorrow, tired. The man will get tired. And some men, they don't mind going out to have, have outside chick, or how they call it, chicks outside, yeah. So, and some men like me, so you get you get the second, you get the third wife, you get the fourth wife. So don't always reject the offer. It's an offer. It's a very interesting offer. How can a man tell you want to sex and saying, yeah, it's as if he's giving you money and you're rejecting it now? You get it? So sex is even almost in some aspects, it's almost much more valuable than money in some aspects. I get it? So he's giving you an offer. That's my wife, come, let's have fun, let's have sex, let's have something interesting between us. And you're like, no, I'm not interested. So for you to get the out of your mind of your husband, don't deny him sex. He loves sex so much. I get it. All men love sex. But if you notice that your man he's not the kind of man that he's not the sex type. He's always even I heard of a man that within a year, just 7 times they have sex, just 7 times. I mean 7 times in a year. So if you are unfortunate, yes, unfortunate, I mean unfortunate to have this kind of husband, so then it means that he's having perhaps some psychological or health issues. So you can take him to a doctor, maybe medical doctor, or any other health experts that can orientate you and show you how to correct those sexual deficiencies, and you can be able to have a good sex life. If there's any sexual deficiency, maybe the man is the kind of man, because also men, if you are a man watching this and you feel like, yes, since you've said that you should be giving us sex, if you are the kind of man that that you are not sexually active, you are having sexual deficiency, don't worry. You're having a problem, but you're not the only one in the shoe. A lot of people also have the problem. A lot of people even almost 50% of the men are having issue with their sex life. They are fucking up when it comes to sexual activities. So, but you can always treat yourself. So some men just give up like, oh, I don't know. It's a deficiency. It's an ailment. So, and being a deficiency means there can be a cure. There can be a treatment. So, I have packaged a class called Be a Sex Legend. So you can join the class. You can get it's in an ebook format. So you can get it. All what you need to know to be able to sex your wife to the point of satisfaction is embedded in the book. As in all what you need to know, all the lifestyle, as in everything you need to know to be a sex god, to be a sex legend, to be a sex icon is embedded in the book Be a Sex Legend. So just get it. It's just for 5,000 naira, as cheap as that, just for 5,000 naira. So to get it, you can also contact me by clicking on the link below. And this is all what I have for you guys. The first tip is respect your husband. Second tip, appreciate him. Number 3, honor his families. Number 4, make room for his friends. Number 5, make delicious delicacies for him. Number 6, don't be a nagging and boring wife. And number 7, give him adequate sex. And that's what I have for you guys, the Criterion Cares.